There's often a lot of confusion about the financing contingency in the FAR/BAR purchase and sale contract. So I just wanted to take a moment to show you a quick form that we created that will be added to our forms library that will help you better provide notice whether you're working as a buyer's agent or whether you're working as a listing agent. So I'm going to zoom in here and show you the form itself. So what we have here is a very simple form that is just notice of the buyer's financing contingency. Because we know in the financing contingency paragraph, it says that the buyer has a certain amount of time to obtain loan approval and provide written notice to the seller. So this form here is going to let you check that off, and that will provide written notice to the seller that the loan has been approved. That's all that's really required. Next, it says in here that the notice to the seller: the buyer has not obtained loan approval by the expiration of the loan approval period and hereby requests to cancel the contract and have the escrow released. And we give you the little reference of the paragraph if you have to go back and read it in the FAR/BAR contract. So this is saying, I did not receive my loan approval by the date, and before the expiration of that date, I'm requesting to cancel the contract and get my deposit back. There's a third option here, and the third option says, if the buyer has not obtained their loan approval prior to the expiration of the loan approval period, but the buyer wants to proceed to closing without a loan approval. That's an option that the buyer has in this financing contingency. However, it's very important that the buyer and the seller both understand that if the buyer fails to close on time, the buyer should be expecting to lose their deposit. I'm going to say that again. The buyer should be expecting to lose their deposit, because what it says here in this section, paragraph 8, section B5, it says that if the buyer does not, that if they choose this option, they're proceeding as if it was a cash contract from the beginning. So remember, we always talk about, let's play red light, green light. Red light, yellow light, green light, okay? So our green light here is going to be our notice to the seller that we've received loan approval. Our red light here is going to be that I have not received loan approval and I want to cancel. So I'm stopping the contract. I'm done. The next notice is I'm going to proceed, but I'm proceeding with caution and I know there's potential issue there. Now, if none of those work for you, there's the third option where you're going to be requesting an extension of the loan approval date and most likely the closing date as well. But you're extending the loan approval date, okay? And if the seller agrees, that's wonderful. If they don't, then they should accept this as notice of cancellation. I hope you found that form useful. And remember, every time period we have in the contract, we need to play green light, yellow light, red light. We need to decide, are we proceeding forward? Do we need to stop and talk about the risks and the hazards that are there if we go forward? Okay, or do we need to completely stop, okay, and cancel the contract? So remember that at each point and each important time frame of the contract. So this is just a great simple form to help you along with that. Please request a copy from one of our office managers. If there's any questions or anything we can do for you, please reach out. I'm Walter Borgen with RE/MAX Signature in Daytona Beach, and I hope you have a great day.